Hey, I'm Dylan. We're here at Oak City Customs, and I'm going to show you this 52-inch wide Time Savers Orbital sanding machine. This is a pretty complicated machine. It's got a lot going on. This is one of the only machines that we have that actually has a computer set up on it. So I'll tell you a little bit about what happens here. We basically have the feed on the machine, which is going to put the material in, then two orbital sanding heads that orbit in two different directions. We have both of them running 180 grit sandpaper. And then after those two heads, we have a large brush carousel. It's a quickwood brush head. So the brushes on it actually spin two different directions and the entire carousel rotates. So between all of those different sanding directions, you really get rid of the long scratches from the wide belt sander and you polish something up so you don't have hardly any hand sanding to do when a panel comes out of this and it's headed towards the finish booth. I wanted to show you a little bit about the inside of the machine because it's pretty wacky. There's a lot going on in here. These are the two orbital heads that I was mentioning are at the beginning of the machine. So the material's feeding in this direction. Then the material feeds through to this brush head here. And it's also running 180 grit sandpaper. So you can see here, these fingers on the brushes are pretty pliable. So they really contour around the edge of the material. So as the panel is going through, the brushes are actually going to be set about 3/4 of an inch lower than the panel is thick. So the bristles of this brush are going to wrap around the edge and ease the edges of anything that we put through here, which is really nice because then you do not have to sand the corner of the edge very much. And this is going to, by spinning a lot of different directions, really obliterate any of the scratches that were caused by the two orbital heads. So this white oak panel has just come out of the orbital sander and you can see that it's essentially scratchless now. It's ready to head to hand sanding, which should be pretty minimal, and then on to the finish booth. So if you're interested in this service, we would love to help you out here at Oak City Customs, and this really does save you a lot of time.